Hello and welcome back. I'll take these off to the show. And it gives me the greatest of pleasure here on Christmas Eve to welcome back the wonderful Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
Hello, I'm a little haggard, but I'm here. I'm alive.
Yeah, this is good. Now, if you've followed our show for any length of time, you'll know this is the first time in over a month that Jeff has actually joined us because he wasn't very well for quite a long time there, but he's, as you say, he's coming out. Well, he's not coming out; he's coming out of it, and we are here to bring you a Christmas show. So, over to you, Jeff. What are your thoughts on Christmas this year? Because it's your first one since retirement.
My thoughts on Christmas. Well, we have I have a train going by, so if it's really loud, that's what's going on. Um, let's see, we're expecting a storm tonight. We're supposed to have 80-mile-an-hour winds, and
Ooh,
it'll be quite bad. So
that's not good.
this is kind of the calm before the storm.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is probably not a very fair question because you've been tucked up in bed, been not very well, but have you noticed the build up to Christmas there? Is it feeling different when you do go out with Christmas coming
There
up?
is not nearly as much Christmas here as there would be in a normal year. It's
Mm.
very subdued.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I must admit, I've seen less houses lit up this year.
Yeah,
Um,
a lot here, a lot less yard decoration. Yes.
yeah, yeah. All right, let's have a look. Who have we got with us tonight? We've got some people in, haven't we, Jeff?
We have Roland with us. He says, "Happy Christmas all together."
Hey,
Uh,
Roland.
I bet it's pretty where he is.
I bet.
Who else have we got? Oh, we have the station master with us. He's attempting to say "Merry Christmas" to Roland.
In
Let's
German, I think, wasn't it?
uh, see. We have Kathy with us.
Hey, Kathy.
Uh, yeah, that's who we have with us thus far. I
First,
watched the old 1937, 1938, A Christmas Carol
yeah.
last night, and I very much enjoyed that.
I've not watched that film for years and years and years. God, I can't remember when I last watched that. Long time ago.
Yeah, it was very enjoyable.
Mm. I would like to, before we get into the main meat and potatoes of the show, just like to apologise because we've had a few technical glitches over the last two programs. Not least of which, the last one I was in Cologne, and it feels like a longer than 2 weeks. We were ready to go. I was sitting on Cologne station. Jeff still wasn't with us then. My daughter Laura was with me, and there was no button up at the top right of the screen over here. There's a button that you press when you're ready to go live. Wasn't there, and I could see everybody in the comments. I could see all the things going on, but I just couldn't go live. And then prior to that, we had other issues as well with the new software. So I'm actually using the old software tonight, just so that we can at least get the show out. And then we'll break in the new one when I'm at home. Because as you can see, I am not at home. I'm currently in the studio of my daughter, who is a nail technician, she does all sorts of things. I mean, there's a you can't see them, but over here to my left, there's a wall full of certificates, and it's all kind of girlified in here. I don't know anything about it, but that's where I am tonight. And Jeff, you're coming to us from your wonderful new RV, aren't you?
Yes, I am. It's not a pleasant place to be after I've been not felt good for the last. Uh, when did I go to bed? It was the 1st of December, I think.
I think it was. Yeah,
So
I can imagine ventilation is the order of the day, isn't it?
you know what? When I am back to where I'm operating, yes, there's going to be some massive something or other. We have the
Yeah,
punter with us. He says, "Greetings, everyone." They're having a quiet evening at home. I think.
getting ready for Christmas. Hi, Dave. Yeah, has Dave got the family over this year?
I think I just talked to him a little while ago. I think they were having a quiet evening tonight. I think.
But for tomorrow, the family are over because he's got quite an extended family, hasn't he?
Yeah, it'll be grandkids and kids, and there'll be house monkeys galore.
Yes. Well, like I say, I'm here with Laura down in Torquay for Christmas, then back home afterwards. So let's get the show going now, because we were talking earlier on, Jeff and I, about things you didn't know about Christmas. And Jeff has come up with some beauties. Haven't you, Jeff?
Yeah. The first one I'd like to talk about is the video that the Ponderer did about mincemeat pies.
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't seen it, he's the Wandering Ponderer channel on YouTube. I think that the backstory behind mincemeat pies was really fascinating. It was just one of those things that just really resonated with me, because you don't know there's as much going on behind the scenes as there is. The second thing is after watching A Christmas Carol, I was reading about him actually writing the book, and he went to Edinburgh in 1831, and he was actually wandering around a graveyard, and he saw a grave for a man named Ebenezer Scrooge. What is it? Instead of just GE, it's GIE. Anyway, his headstone, when he read his headstone, he read Ebenezer Scrooge was a mean man. And the headstone went on from there, and he made a mental note about it. And later on, when he sat down and wrote A Christmas Carol, he changed the name a little bit and wrote the book. But the sad thing is, he misread the headstone. The headstone didn't say that he was a mean man. The headstone said he was a meal man. He owned a grain mill.
Wow.
Yeah. So for all these years, that poor man, everyone has thought that he was this amazingly horrible person, and he wasn't. He was a much loved husband. He was generous to the community, gave to the poor. Very sad.
Wow. Because nowadays they'd have sued him to the hills and back, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
That's strange.
It's very sad. Let's see. Station Master says, without wishing to get political, I am very sad that things in the U.S. have played a big part in reducing the Christmas spirit. He also says that was a great video about mince pies. Yes, it was. It was very interesting.
It was a good video, yeah. It was a good video. So what is everybody doing for Christmas? I mean, I'm here, Jeff's there. Where are you going to be? Tell us about what you got lined up for Christmas this year. Are you feeling Christmassy? That's another thing. I mean, some people aren't. I know Jeff isn't. I'm not really. What do you know?
I was off to a particular good start, but this whatever it is that got me down has really knocked me down.
Yeah, it's not the steam out you. It's not the stuffing out, isn't it?
Well, you ain't kidding, it has. This storm that we have coming up, they're saying there'll be power outages and all that, so it's going to be very interesting here in a few hours.
That van's going to be a rocking like this, isn't it? Be like being at sea.
Yeah, as soon as we're done with the show, I'm going to go out and get stuff to drink and get ready for it, I think. So well, you said you were going to hassle me about my beard.
Yes, this is a I don't know how many people we've got in, so if this is a good time to do this. But as you notice, Jeff has grown, shall we say, a facial feature while he's not being well due to not shaving. And I'm putting it to him as a proposition that actually that is a fine looking beard that he's doing him many, many favors. He should keep it. Now, if there anybody out there who thinks he should keep it, say yes. And anybody who thinks he should get rid of it and go back to the unshaved Jeff, say no. And we'll ask this during the show, and at the end of the show, we will reveal what the audience thinks, because that will allow for other people to come in and join us. Now, that doesn't mean, of course, if everybody votes yes, Jeff is going to keep it, but it'd be interesting to kind of, I don't know, gauge the audience reaction to it. So there you go. I've put it out there. Should Jeff stay bearded? Yes or no? There you go. Well, as you may or may not know, I recently visited Germany. It's when the last show should have gone out. I was in Cologne because I'm sure some of you have seen that I did a thing called the Frost Fair back in Glastonbury. We have it every year. It's kind of a Christmas fair markety thing that takes over the entire high street. And it's a very popular event, and it gets very, very crowded and lots of people turn up. And then we got talking, Jeff and I, about Christmas fairs. Now, as we all know, the Germans pretty much invented Christmas as we know it. And a lot of what we know as Christmas in this country came in through the Association of the Royal Families at the time. So you would think the Germans would know how to do a Christmas market. And of course, a simple glance on the internet tells you that, yes, not only do they know how to do a Christmas market, they do many of them. So I looked at a map, and geographically, logistically, the easiest one to get to was the one that's held in the courtyard of Cologne Cathedral. So I duly bought some tickets and headed off there. Now, the idea being, the other thing behind this was Bath. The city of Bath here in Great Britain had on a website all about their Christmas market. They made a claim. Now, I don't know about you, but if I see a claim that's way, way out there, I like to challenge it. So their claim was Bath Christmas market is probably the best in Europe and the best in the UK. Oh, red rag to a bull. So I decided we would do the Frost Fair, we would do a proper German market, and then we would come back and do Bath's equivalent of it, and we would compare them all to see who does Christmas best, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I went and I filmed the Christmas market in Cologne. Upon returning, I looked it up to find that on the 15th of December, the Bath one finished. So possibly the greatest Bath Christmas market in Europe and the best one in Great Britain closes a full 10 days before Christmas, when some of the others are still opening. So that didn't go down well. So we've actually eventually got two of them. We were going to have one in America, but Jeff was unable to go out and film it on the night. So we've got the two films. So I'm going to make a film contrasting the two, but I can tell you this: Germans are very good at crowds. If you're going to go to and I'm sure Roland will comment here, living where he does, they have the best markets of all of them. But if you're going to go to a German Christmas market, go during the day. Much as you'd like to see it at night with all the lights, but if you want to buy anything, do some Christmas shopping, that sort of thing, go in the afternoon, go get a meal and come back just to look at the pretty lights, because after dark, it is wall to wall people. You can't move. And not only can you not move, in Germany, they seem to bump into you a lot more than they do here. So it's actually can be quite an unpleasant experience when it gets that busy. And of course, when I was there, Newcastle United were in town, so we bumped into a load of their guys as well. But it was interesting because the markets were great and they seemed to attract a lot of people. And the lights, obviously, because, you know, they obviously have a lot of people, they spend a lot of money on lights. And another thing I noticed while I was in Europe, if you look for Christmas lights in Europe, they're all that golden white color. really attractive golden light, almost candle coloured. They don't have very many multicoloured lights like we do with all the RGBs. They just have lots of bulbs, lots of lights, all of one colour. And I've got to say, having seen it, I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it. So, over to you. Has anybody else been to a Christmas market? Do you like Christmas markets? Do you avoid them like the plague? Which I probably would if I wasn't filming them. What are your thoughts, Jeff? What do you think?
Well, years ago, we have a city here, a town here in Washington. It's called Leavenworth, and it's done like a Bavarian village, like a Swiss or the Alps type, chalet village kind of thing. Anyway, it's very nice. Anyway, one year for Christmas, I decided that I was gonna go on one of those bus tours and go to this place. Oh, it was miserable. Oh, the crowds.
Oh no.
The restaurants were all out of food, and it was bad. But if you have the opportunity to go online and look it up and look at the lights and all that, it's absolutely beautiful. It's Leavenworth, Washington.
Leavenworth, Washington. Yeah. Because when you guys do lights, you don't hang around. You do lights. I mean, I was looking at a couple online of these houses, and it's almost light pollution. Some of it. You could probably see it from across into the next neighborhood, like the sky being lit up. Like, Mummy, why is the sky flashing? But yeah,
if you want to see the prettiest industrial lights, look up the Mormon temple in Salt Lake, the LDS temple in Salt Lake. Boy, they decorate that thing for Christmas. It is actually, it's not a joke. It is actually visible from space.
No way.
Yeah.
Whoa, that must be something to see.
It is. It's really something to see.
Good gracious me. From space. Woohoo. Anybody dropped into the comments there, Jeff, tonight yet?
No, Bernie says I will be home tomorrow. I like to be on my own for Christmas Day. I will be contacting one or two people so they aren't alone either.
Good. That's nice. That's a nice touch. Have we had any comments on your beard?
No, not yet. Let's see.
Come on, folks. You must have a thought on this. Should Jeff keep his beard or not?
If I can refresh the comments, I can tell you that when I was married, my wife would never have wanted me to have a beard, I can tell you.
No. This is why we're not married now, isn't it? So, how many have we got in tonight? She's very quiet. I think everybody's off doing Christmas stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, I think everybody's doing Christmas. I'm trying to get back to refresh the...
Okay, well, while Jeff's doing that, I'm down in Torquay. I'm not in Glastonbury at the moment. So if anybody is watching from Glastonbury, hi, I haven't deserted you. I will be back. And we're trying to get this show to become more popular in Glastonbury and get some more Glastonbury viewers on board, because effectively this is Glastonbury Online. We are there for you to come and talk about Glastonbury things to other Glastonbury people and the wider world. Send us some videos. Phone us up.
Hunter is still here. He says, I am still here. Station Master says, keep the beard. Not that I am biased, you understand. I'll tell you, it would be markedly easier for me to do the American Station Master.
That's true. You wouldn't have to wear the stick-on beard, which, mind you, you're going to need to get some growth going there, Jeff. It needs to be bushy and have a bit of, it needs to escape the face a little bit.
I don't know that I could ever catch up with our station master, but... No.
It'd be fun trying, though. You catch insects in it.
I've watched a couple of videos on YouTube regarding Christmas markets in Germany. They are expensive, or were they as expensive as back here in the UK?
Yes, horrendously so. I bought because if you go to Cologne, there's several markets, but there's four main ones that I went to. You've got the one outside the Cologne Cathedral, and I've got to say, I went to film the market, but my favourite part of the film is that I went into Cologne Cathedral, which is the largest western front face of any church in the world, I believe. It's an incredible, incredible building that I didn't realise how amazing it was. So I really liked the fact that I was able to go in there and film that. But this market was in like the courtyard behind it. Incidentally, here's another thing. Cologne Cathedral has to be the only cathedral in the world, contradict me if I'm wrong, to have a second-hand camera shop built into it. I've never seen anything like it. There's actually a shop built into the front of the cathedral. I mean, they'd never get away with that over here. And it's a second-hand camera shop. All the old SLR film cameras. I mean, obviously, I spent some time in there, but wow, I've never seen that before. So you have the market around the back of the church, and I am not even going to, without notes, try and pronounce the names of these markets, but there's the one there, and then you walk across, and there's a path you walk down between buildings, and it's like a large square, a huge square, like they build when they build these modern plazas, they build great squares, and it's got men in green coats all around it, high-vis, and not allowing people to walk on this. And I asked the guy, I said, why can't we walk? It's a big public open space. Why can't we walk on it? Apparently, there's a building there, and it's the Philharmonic Hall. And the actual auditorium is under this square that we were not allowed to walk on, is its roof. And if people walk on it while there's a performance, it spoils the performance because they can hear it. So somebody didn't do a very good job there somewhere, because every time they have a performance, these guys have to come out in their high-vis, stand in a ring around it, and stop the public going in.
If our station master was going to be in town for that day, does the radar go up? Alert, alert, alert.
Exactly.
You imagine our station master, Claude, thump, 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 thump.
It'd be great, wouldn't it? I mean, the intention, I would, to go and jump up and down, but try and do it in time with the music down below. So jump, 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 jump. Anyway, that takes you on to another market via a small square where there were many, many, many Newcastle United fans there, ready to play a game that night, which I think they drew 2-2. But it's interesting because you're walking along the Rhine as well. So, that's one of the mightiest rivers in Europe, the Rhine, isn't it? The Rhine and the Danube, I think, are the two big ones. Oh, hello. Come on.
Don't get me started on sports teams. My Green Bay Packers, we don't have a quarterback. We got one quarterback out on concussion protocol, and the other one has an injured shoulder.
Yeah, not good.
The Wandering Ponderer says, I think Jeff is turning into Santa, and after the show, we'll be flying around the world. Shh, it's a secret.
Don't tell anybody. Yeah. So then there's two more markets which are on like a long area. The one you walk out of one, walk along a little bit, and then you're into the other one. And the fourth one I went to was down in a dockyard, and they had like a big wheel. But the film's out. You can go and see the film on the Travels from Glastonbury channel. Fascinating place, absolutely fascinating place. In fact, I will get a link put up in the comments and pinned under this show, so that after the show, click on this and you can go and find it if you don't know where the channel is. It was really, really an amazing journey. I didn't, as I say, experience Bath, but the reports in the newspaper and online were that Bath was a horrendous SH1T show. It was just rammed, expensive. Nobody had any goodwill about them. There's, I believe at one point fights broke out. I don't know how true that is, but apparently they had a thingamajig breakout. So I don't know. Pussycat.
We have Allison with us.
Hey, Alison.
She
How you
says,
doing?
I hope you have, she's talking to Station Master. She says, I hope you have a peaceful day tomorrow. And we have Barry with us. Merry Christmas, Barry. I'm so glad to see you.
Nice
Evening, John and
one.
Gabriel. Hope everything is going well.
Yes, I'll be able to see you in the new year, Barry. It's been too long now. That's an interesting story again with Barry over in Weston-super-Mare. I don't know if you remember when I went over to see Barry last year. Was it last year? Year before? I can't remember. Been a while. And we went and we looked at the old pier. It's completely unique because it's a pier out to an island. And I love it. I think it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It screams Victoriana at you. And it's rusting away. And they somehow managed to get the money to save it. And then it had been going for a little while, and the RNLA, our lifeboat people, who were major contributors to the scheme because they were having a lifeboat station on the end of it, because they always used to have one, pulled out, and it was in danger that there was a meeting. The council were meeting to cancel the whole thing. Very last minute, something, and I need to find out about this more, but something happened. Somebody stepped in, some money turned up, and suddenly everything was back on and work is carrying on. And there's actually, you could see what's going on. So I want to go and see Barry in Weston-super-Mare anyway, but B, I'll need to go back and do an update on that film, because this is heritage. This is important stuff that is being saved. And, for once, the council's doing the right thing, which is good.
Station Master says Koldner Dom is a magnificent building. I think it came close to partially collapsing in '69.
Yeah.
They had to prop it up when building the underground railway underneath it. I saw the works in 1969.
Yeah. I mean, it is. And I mean, because you've got all the underground opposite as you come out the main door and you look across to your right, there's the station, the main Hofmannhal, and that has got the underground lines going through it. It's got the overground lines going through it, and even the overground lines are low level, and it's sandwiched between the cathedral and the Rhine. So it's a beautiful city.
That sounds amazing. I've never been to a Christmas market. Maybe next year I'll get the chance.
Yeah. I mean, again, my advice, depending on where you go, will be to go in the afternoon and do your shopping. Go find somewhere to sit down, have something to drink and some eat and some food, and then go back out after dark, because they are absolute eye candy. The one in Cologne was amazing. I mean, another thing, the lights over there, they have, in Britain or in the UK, we use a lot of RGB. I know the Americans use a lot of RGB in their lighting. Not so much in Europe. They have one color, and it's like a golden candlelight color, but they have thousands of lights. So no color, but more bulbs. And you can get, the lighting over there is stunning. It's absolutely stunning. And it's the same. I was staying in the Netherlands because I did this as a day trip. Again, over there, all their lighting is this same color, and it does look absolutely stunning. Whole buildings will be covered in these lights, and they do look absolutely fantastic. Are there any lights where you live? I mean, does anybody know of a house in their district that lights up at Christmas? Because I grew up, there was always one or two. We're not as big on it as they are in America, where there seems to be like a championships almost. But
I don't know about all across America. I don't know, but I can tell you here where I live, there is not nearly as many lights this year as there would be in a normal year.
No, and that's sad. That's sad, because I think one of the things about it's normally the dad goes out and puts them all up, and I don't know. There's just something nice and family and Christmas about it, and it's anything that goes away from that spoils Christmas. I think. Bring them
Barry
all
says, how's retirement going?
back.
Well, I've just spent the last 21,
Can I stop you there,
22.
Jeff? I haven't got the link, but Bernie, pill time. Wee, Bernie, pill time. Ding, ding. Hey, woo, woo, woo. Take your pill. There you go. Sorry, Jeff.
I've spent the last 20 some days in bed. I've been very ill, but I'm on the mend.
That's good.
Station Master says everyone thinks the Danube is blue. It's not, it's green. Spike Jones said so.
Yes. Yes. I don't know why it's called the Blue Danube. I really don't. Talking of that, you told me another unknown fact about Christmas, didn't you? About why Boxing Day and its name. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Does anybody know why we call it Boxing Day? It's one of those weird
Does
ones.
anybody know what started Boxing Day, how it got started? I know what they told us in school, but I don't know whether it's true or not.
And it's nothing to do with pugilism, is it?
No. When I was in school, when I was growing up, they told us that it was the day when you switched places with your servants.
Yes. I don't have any servants to switch places with, so that's a shame. Does anybody out there have servants? I don't think we have anybody who has servants, do we? I don't think we do.
I don't know. Our station master lives pretty opulently. I don't know.
Oh, Dave's leaving us. See you later, Mr. Ponderer. You good?
Oh, that's sad. I hope it's nothing bad.
Have a good crimbo. Yes, I've got these new glasses, ladies and gentlemen. They're from Spain. And, I don't know, me and glasses. Anybody who knows me, I'm not very good with glasses. I put them down. I lose them. But I got these, and they're magnetic. Look, hey.
I'm not seeing that. Sorry, folks, I have to go to the services required elsewhere. Happy Christmas, everyone. Oh, that's sad. Well, Dave, Merry Christmas. And I hope you have a very nice Christmas. Station Master says it was the day the masters would give their staff a day off and went around with Christmas boxes of gifts for them.
That kind of ties in with what you're saying, doesn't it?
Barry says, amazing glasses you got there, Gabriel. Where did you get them?
Vintage. They're from a Spanish company, and they're called Didinsky. 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 And they do different designs, but these are magnetic, so you can take them on and off easily. And they've got blue coating on them, and they're anti-blue coating, and they're £50 a pair. And they come in all different colours, and I'm waiting to get a red pair so that I can mix and match the colours up. But the good thing about them is this comes out, and you can put a normal arm in there as well, like a normal glasses arm. And they're rather good. But I didn't pay £50. I have a site over here called Vinted, where I've discovered you can buy all sorts of things for next to nothing. I paid for these glasses, which retail at £50 on Amazon, about £8. So yeah, I don't normally I normally buy my glasses from the pound shop, so I thought I'd treat myself. I'm glad I did. I've actually got another pair now, which I can use when I'm on the computer doing editing, which are a different focal length. But yeah, really good, unusual glasses. So there. So what else? What's everybody doing for Christmas? Because I'm having a quiet one here. Jeff's having a quiet one there. What are you going to do? Is anybody going out partying? Are you going to go to the beach? Are you going to go climb a hill and shout at the clouds? What are you going to do this Christmas? Have you got anything lined up? Are you going to be inundated with in-laws? Are you going to be striking out for freedom and getting off on your own? What are you going to do? Let us know. You're out there, Jeff.
Yeah.
Good.
It's going to be pretty quiet here. Probably be a little bit of storm cleanup. Other than that,
sweeping up the damage. Yeah. I guess you're
going to with it tonight. We're supposed to flat have a storm. I don't know.
Yeah, the thing over here is White Christmas. We have this thing over here, this fascination for some reason with Christmas being white. I think it's because of all the Christmas cards with the snow on them. Um, and I think, I'm not sure the definition, but some snow has to fall somewhere in the UK for it to count. And it's not a lot of snow. Could it be one snowflake even? I'm not sure. As long as snow in any quantity is recorded as falling, it's classed as a White Christmas. Now you say, why is that important? Well, if you go to a betting shop or a bookmaker's in this country, you can go in, and people do it often, go in on Boxing Day. You can go in and you can take out a bet that the following Christmas will be a White Christmas. And they pay out on those bets on the Met Office declaring that snow has fallen somewhere in the UK. So I might do that this year. I might just go and take out a bet, because with global warming, I think the odds are getting longer and longer. I think the bet will change at some point in the future to will we have a heat wave at Christmas, not will we have snow.
Earlier this week for tonight, they were saying here, saying that there could be snow mixed with rain, but they're not saying that anymore.
They keep changing their minds, don't they?
Well, I think this storm, the one that we have coming in, is coming up from the north, so it's warm. It's not cold. We have Sweep the Cat with us.
Hey, Sweep! Thanks for joining us.
Hi, everyone. Hope you are all okay. Can't believe it's Christmas tomorrow. Still got so much to do. Station master says it only needs one snowflake recorded at the weather recording station.
There you go. One snowflake. I knew it was something ridiculous. I mean, how are you going to record a snowflake? Because by the time you go and look at it, it's melted. So I'm not quite sure how that works. But technically, yes, that is it. And then the bookies will pay out on it. So just for the crack.
It says, me and my son go to the Daughters every year. One of us cooks, the other washes up.
That seems like a fair share of energy. I think we're having a takeaway here tomorrow. We're hoping somewhere's open. We can get a takeaway. But, no Christmas dinner cooking going on here. Not this year.
Barry was asking me if I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay, Barry. It's just going to take me a while to get back to 100%.
It really took a side swipe at you, didn't it? You were laid very.
You ain't kidding. There for a while, I was wondering if I was going to
come out.
Which way this was going to go. Allison said, I enjoyed cooking Christmas for me and my son in pajamas and relaxing.
Yeah, had I not come here for the purposes of research and education, I probably would have booked myself into a Christmas dinner somewhere just to see, because there used to be a community Christmas here in Glastonbury that got quite a lot of numbers involved. There was a whole bunch of people, but for various reasons, that's not happening this year. But no, I remember when I moved to Glastonbury in 1992, that Christmas, I went to one of the community Christmas dinners. So they've been going at least that long. And they were going for a while then. Sadly, that's the case.
When you're the town character, do you have to call ahead? Is there a limit on the number of town characters that can show up for those?
One thing you can say about Glastonbury is it's based on the fact, the whole ethos of the town is based on the fact there is no upward limit on the number of characters that can gather in one place at any given time. In fact, the more there are, the more Glastonbury it feels. That's all I can say. But no, I was thinking maybe next year, maybe if I'm not going anywhere, I might go out and sample what it's like to be a Billy No Mates having a Christmas dinner out somewhere, just to see what it's like. And then for research purposes, obviously, honest, I'm not really Billy No Mates, but I'll play the role for the sake of the channel. Hey, anything going on in the comments there, Jeff?
Sweet the Cat says, station, let's see, not bad, but got a bad back at the moment. Probably will have to deal with it Christmas Day. Going to the pub tomorrow with family. then going back to do dinner.
Mm.
Station
Yeah,
master says Christmas in Glastonbury without Merlin would seem very strange this year.
Yes, very much so. He's still missed, is our Merlin. Very much so, still missed. And we're going to be doing something next year. I've got a little thing that somebody painted of Merlin, which I'm going to be giving away at some point. And I've got a couple of ideas that I'm going to start running past people just to, just to remember Merlin, just to, remind them who he was. Yeah, got some ideas. Watch this space because they will be coming your way soon.
I thought about poking him in the AI video that I did, but I didn't do it. I caught myself wondering if, I don't know, there's almost a certain amount of sanctity to
There is a little bit,
in his persona, especially now since he was gone.
Yeah. Had he been with us still, we could have poked fun out of him relentlessly. And he would have joined in. That was the thing about Merlin. He would have joined in with that. Oh, that's really funny, that. Bless him.
Let's see. Sweet the Cat says, what are you doing tomorrow, Gabe and Jeff? I'm just going to be here in Montesano. There's not much going on. I don't think there's any restaurants or anything open, so I'll probably just open a can of soup.
I'm here, as you can see. I did tell everybody earlier on, but this is my daughter's studio where she creates her works of art on the ends of people's fingers and does other things to them. I'm not even going to go into all the things she does in here, but it's all very clinical and all very pink. So I don't know anything about it. I'm not touching anything. I've got my computer here. I've got my coffee cup down there, and that's the extent of my involvement in this room. I mean, I finish, I'll unplug this and gingerly creep out of it again. I mean, she was in here doing eyelashes this morning. Do you know, in the old days, you used to get these little caterpillars, didn't you? The ladies amongst us all know this. You used to sort of glue these caterpillars on. It was one lash all in one go. No, they don't do that anymore. Apparently, what they do is they get these. I can show you this because technically I'm in a room where I use. I don't know if you can see those there. I don't think the camera's going to pick them up. But they are little individual eyelashes, the actual hairs. And what my daughter does, I mean, there's more, look. There's more there. And what she does, and I'll tell you, I need to make a video of this because unless you see it with your own eyes, it's unbelievable. She has like these magnifying. She's working one at a time, picking up a lady's eyelash and then gluing the extension to it. And she uses this glue that is set off by UV. And I've thing I bought for Christmas is this little thing that allows her to do the UV bit with her foot, so she can just concentrate on holding the lash in place. And you can use different glues that dry in different amounts of time, and it's really, really technical. But I tell you what, and I know 3/5 of nothing about this. When it's finished, I defy you. Even if you went up nose to nose, you would not be able to see they'd been done. They look completely, absolutely natural. Now, to be able to sit there, and God knows how many eyelashes a person has got. It's got to be 100. I don't know, 100? I don't know. But to sit there and glue each one of these on, oh, dearie me. Oh, I couldn't sit there and have that done to me. And B, where would you start? I don't know, but she does it very well. Jeff?
My glasses used to be really, really, really thick. I used to wear really thick glasses, and I had LASIK surgery, and I didn't have to wear glasses for about, 10 years. I didn't have to wear glasses. They told me that my corneas were really thin when I had it done, and they told me that it might not last. They said, some people, you have thick corneas, you do it, you're good for life. Some people, they have thin corneas, last 5 years, 2 years, whatever. But the one thing is your glasses will never be as thick as they are now.
That's a good thing.
So I went ahead and I had it done, and it lasted a long time. I went a long time. But I'm not a drug person. I don't do drugs. I'm the person, I don't even want to take aspirin and all that.
Hmm.
But they give you Valium before you have the surgery. Oh my God.
Valium?
Yeah. You're warm and you're at peace with the world, and everyone is beautiful and everyone says beautiful things.
Well, they're lasering you.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
you liked Valium? I don't think I've ever
yeah.
had it.
Yeah. That's the only time I've ever had it, and I would never do it again. But I'll tell you, it was wonderful. It was.
Wow. Because I mean, you don't think? I mean, they do these drugs. I mean, like ketamine. Apparently, it's got medicinal uses. I mean, you can be prescribed metal for all these different things. I don't know anything about it, but apparently you can. It's incredible what these drugs, what they can do. They want to go up, you want to go down, you want to go sideways, you want to go backwards. You know, I'll take this. We'll sort you out and go around in circles for the next 10 minutes. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, I got a. Despite my love of cakes, or maybe because of my love of cakes, I take diabetes type tablets. I shouldn't take cakes, but hey, I'm taking the tablets, aren't I? What's the problem? I don't know. There's no logic in that, I know, but yeah, it's just one of those things. I mean, I find I don't eat as much as I used to. I'm trying to cut down on that a little bit, but hey, what can I say? I have a Christmas cake here with me that was made for me by the lovely Rachel at the wonderful Heafies back there in Glastonbury. If you're ever in Glastonbury, by the way, guys and girls, head on down to Heafies. They sponsor these videos. They sponsor this channel, in fact, because they're committed to the community. They opened the main shop at the bottom of the high street, where they've established themselves now as probably the best cafe in town. And they've now opened another one in their Tor Leisure Centre. Again, it's a community centre. They put a cafe in there because there wasn't a cafe in there. And then a couple of days ago, I went over with Matt, the MD of the company, and we went over and they've opened one in Strode swimming pool, because all Strode swimming pool had was vending machines. And the guys at Heathrow said, well, that's no good. People want to sit down, maybe have a pizza, go swimming. You know, the kids, they can go swimming, have a pizza, the whole thing. So they've set it up and it's really nice in there. So you can go and have a swim, get really, really good coffee. And I've got to say, you know me and coffee, the coffee in there is amazing. The cakes, Rachel makes a lot of the cakes in there, and really makes a lot. They're just incredible cakes. I mean, the Christmas cake I was made this year, he's in the kitchen. Oh my God, he's gorgeous. Unfortunately, Laura doesn't like Christmas cake, so more for me.
Well, you better hang on to it. It might be your dinner.
Well, the way things are going, it might be Christmas cake for dinner this year. Yeah,
Kathy hope. Says, I got to go now. Every happiness to you all. Good night, Kathy. Merry
Thanks for bopping by, Kathy. You have a tremendous Christmas, and we'll see you next year on Bernie's show, which will be in 2 weeks from today on New Year's Eve. Because the way the wheel works with us doing it in sort of every 2 weeks, it switches. So last year we did New Year's Eve. Bernie did Christmas Eve. So this year it's swapped. Next year we'll be doing New Year's Eve again.
Barry says, whenever I'm in Glastonbury, I always look toward Merlin's spot by the Abbey and still expect to see him.
Oh, so many people do. People still come to Glastonbury to stand there. I've met people who've come to Glastonbury who maybe they've met Merlin before, or maybe they never met Merlin, but they heard about him and were touched by what he was doing. They come down. It's almost like a pilgrimage to be where Merlin was.
I'll tell you something that's truly amazing that I don't know if they're doing it this year with all of the governmental cuts. I don't know. But when I was a kid growing up, NORAD, they track Santa Claus.
Still do it. I've been following it. It's been up and running for a while. Yeah, because don't forget, it's actually Christmas already in New Zealand. if we have any New Zealand viewers on, happy Christmas. And I think Australia, I think it's probably Christmas by now, isn't it? Because they're 12 hours ahead of us.
Boy,
So,
if you
yeah.
have a chance to do it, go online and see the NORAD tracking of Santa. It's very cute.
It is good. It is good. It is good. And you can see him literally. It's like a view of the world from in space, and there you can see him going. And I think you can even zoom in, can't you, and just look where he's at. It's great fun.
Yeah, when I was a kid, they didn't obviously have all the computer stuff that they did now, but they had they did it on the shortwave radio, and the shortwave people would chime in and say, "Yeah, he just flew over. I'm in Auckland, New Zealand," and
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
did it every year when I was a kid. That was a big thing, big doings.
So we're coming to the last 10 minutes of the show now, and as we've already mentioned, next week it's going to be New Year's Eve, and Bernie's going to be doing that show. What are you planning? Has anybody got any New Year's Eve shindigs planned? Are you going to go to a party? Are you going to have a quiet one? Do the Billy No Mates and just listen to the fireworks outside? Or what are you planning? I mean, I'm not planning anything. I'm staying in. It's just another day for me. But what about you, Jeff? Are you planning anything?
Next year, with plans. Barry asked a little while ago, and I was going to get to it, and I forgot. He asked if I was coming over there. Barry, I don't think anybody's going anywhere for a while.
No.
I think the era of people just getting on a plane, because number one, they ain't going to allow me on a plane with. I don't want to get political. I don't want to. I don't like political, and I know I can't do political and everything. But as outspoken as I have been against our
Orange Jesus,
yeah, they wouldn't let me on a plane right now. It wouldn't matter. I couldn't go anywhere even if I wanted.
and of course, again, keeping this away from politics, purely on practical matters. Now, if you're applying for a visa to go to the States from this country, you have to give them 5 years worth of your social media activity, and you have to give them personal details of family members and close friends and anybody you've been in contact with. And
Yes.
if anybody has so much as said President Trump is whatever, that's it. You ain't going there, and that's going to affect people.
You ain't going.
Horrible.
Yes.
Crazy. But anyway, so that kind of puts traveling for now on the back burner. But that doesn't mean we can't be doing lots of stuff in the meantime, doesn't it, yet?
Nope. Station master says the latest from NORAD, Santa is in Congo.
There you go. He's in Congo now. So they'll be looking up going, what the hell's that? I don't suppose Christmas is big in Congo, is it? Certainly reindeers aren't that common. So
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, Santa Claus. I like Santa Claus when he comes. I remember when I was a kid getting so excited. You know, you go to bed and you say, if you don't go to bed, Santa can't come. And if you're not asleep, he'll skip the house and go, oh. And of course, you're excited, so you can't sleep. And you're tossing and turning. And probably by the time it's about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, which probably at that age you feel is really late, you've fallen asleep. But yeah, and then you wake up. And I'm lucky my mum and dad were early risers. So I never had the thing of waking up and going downstairs and sitting and looking at all the presents under the tree and having to wait. And I was never in one of those families. Were you in a family? I don't know. Some families, they have this thing where they don't open the Christmas presents till the afternoon. That is cruelty to children. Making children get up and look at presents for half a day while all their mates are going, hey, I got this for Christmas. Hey, I got that for Christmas. Making them watch the tree with this. Oh, that's cruel. That's cruel. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. But there you go. That's me. What about you, Jeff?
I've said many times that those of you who wonders what my mother was like, I can tell you my mother was Rose from from Keeping Up Appearances. She dressed like Rose. She talked like Rose. She acted like Rose. She was Rose. But she was a very kind person, and she cared about us. And the holidays were very important to her. She wanted us kids to have holidays. She wanted us to have a nice Christmas, nice Thanksgiving dinner and all that. Anyway, my parents did crazy stuff for Christmas. One year, where my dad worked, they had it was a metal building, but it was huge. The thing was huge, this old metal building. And all of the surplus stuff that the county had left over, they would throw in this barn. That's where they would store it. They had shelves, racks, and all that. So they had stuff going back for, 100 years, just junk thrown in this thing. And one year my dad brought home, they were some World War II walkie-talkies, and he hid one in the chimney where we lived. And when nighttime came, he went outside and got the other walkie-talkie, and he called on it. Told us, "This is Santa. I'm stuck in the chimney. I can't get out." And of course, all of us kids, we were scared to death, because Santa was caught in our chimney.
Oh no, that's absolutely brilliant. I mean, I used to do stuff like that with my kids, and just wind them up at Christmas. I mean, if you got kids at Christmas, you got to wind them up, haven't you? It's got to be done.
One year, they told us that Santa couldn't come to our house because we didn't have snowmen. We were living in California.
Yeah.
And obviously there was no snow, and so we didn't have a snowman. So it told us that Santa couldn't come to our house because we didn't have a snowman.
Oh.
So we got in the car, we drove out to the desert, and we brought home 3 tumbleweeds. And my dad drove a really tall stake in the ground and stacked those tumbleweeds on top of the stake and spray painted them white. And we decorated them and made snowmen.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. And of course, they're memories that you keep with you to the grave, aren't they? Those memories with your parents at Christmas and being a kid and all that, and having those adventures with Dad and Mum. It's great stuff. Well, sorry, Jeff?
There's a comment in there from Sweet the Cat. You need to answer it.
I do. Let me have a look. Give me 2 seconds. Sweet the Cat. Did anyone find out if Ryan Putton? No. As you know, we did some videos with Ryan a while ago, and he has quite a low mental capacity. He's like a child, and he's a lovely guy. I really like Ryan, and we made some films. We had a laugh. His enthusiasm is brilliant. But things started to go a little awry, and these sort of comments have come out now, and I don't want to get involved, so I'm distancing myself from it. If they turn up, they will be instantly deleted. One turned up a couple of weeks ago, which is why I think you're probably alluding to that now. He's not been murdered. He's not dead. He's fine. It is Ryan putting these messages out. So if that does turn up, it's just Ryan, and they will be deleted. So I do apologize for that. But anyway, on that note, I guess we're coming to the end of the show. Not being at home, this has been done at distance, so we haven't had any videos. Couldn't even find the thing for Bernie, so I had to do a little song and dance routine, which I didn't mind doing. So I'm going to wish everybody a happy Christmas. And Jeff, before we go, any last comments from the band of viewers?
No, I'll just say Merry Christmas to everyone. I have a video coming out. We're going to reissue a video that I did a while back about snowmen.
And that'll be going live after the show, and it's an absolute cracker. And I've got a video hopefully coming out on Friday. We had a tractor run go right past my house. Very handy. I was able to go out in the rain, get very wet, and film it. So there's going to be a clips of that coming out this week, and then back next week to the normal routine of videos each Friday. that's been made specifically for the channel. But for now, it's good night from me.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Have a
See you
good
next
one.
year.
Bye-bye.